What's up YouTube? Welcome to Island of Vape. Today we're going to be checking out a juice that I got quite recently. It's relatively new on the scene, certainly in the UK. It's by BordO2 and it is called Shark's Blood. So here she is. They come in 20ml bottles. You can see there, I'll block that off a little. That's the logo on it there. It's quite cool. I like what they've done with the logo and with the label. It is the Jaws poster, obviously. But you can see there that the woman on the top on the surfboard is actually blowing a massive cloud of vape, which is kind of cool. As far as nicotine strengths go, this liquid is not your average American juice. It doesn't come in 3, 6, 12, 18. It comes in slightly, I don't know, European versions of the nicotine profile. So you've got your zeros, you've got your sixes, but you've also got an 11 and a 16mg. So it's worth bearing in mind, certainly, if you're a stickler for a particular level of nicotine in your juices. 12s you're going to want to go 11s, 18s you want to go 16s, so you're going to get a bit of a drop off, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, because hey, let's be honest, we're all in this to try and drop out the nicotine as best we can. At the end of the day, the lower the nicotine level, the more flavour you're going to get off of this anyway, and the better an experience you're going to have. Too much nicotine, you're going to be feeling like you're vaping on something that's just literally pepper dissolved into PG and VG, so maybe not a bad thing. One thing I will say about this liquid, well, the bottle that it comes in anyway, the child caps on them are really good. I've over tightened these on a couple of occasions and it's really knocked me off trying to get it open again. So if you do have kids knocking around the house, they're not going to get into this for sure, even if they know how to get a child lock open. This thing's really tough. So it's marketed as a strawberry, lemon and aniseed flavour. Let's give it the old sniff test and see what she's like. Yeah, I'm definitely getting lemons off of that. That sounded a bit dodgy. Lemons, strawberries, exactly what it says on the tin. As far as aniseed goes, not getting a great deal of aniseed, but then again, I suppose that's being overpowered by the lemons and the strawberries. It'd be interesting to see what it's like flavour-wise. So I've chucked it in a tank. Let's see how she goes. As ever, we're vaping on the Sigelei 150 watt here. Tank-wise, I've got it in the Atlantis V2. So airflow on the bottom is wide open. Airflow on the top is also wide open. As for settings, you can see them here. The 0.5 ohm coil, 33 watts. It is a 50-50 juice as far as the PG to VG split goes, so hoping for some big flavour, but a good trade-off between flavour and cloud production. Yeah, the clouds aren't bad actually, the clouds are really good. Normally with a 50-50 juice, I'd expect a few less clouds, but this is kicking them out just as well as a 60-40 or a 70-30 even. I'm guessing part of that's down to the fact that it's in a sub-ohm clearomizer, but at the same time, the flavour that you get off of it having that 50% PG is really big. It's a really big flavour hit. I'm getting a lot of lemon, but there's definitely, it's tempered really well by the strawberry. The lemon's quite sour, but the strawberry's really sweet, and the two contrast really nicely to make it a very smooth vape. Aniseed wise, yeah, there's a layer of aniseed in there. It's almost like a really muted menthol, which is nice. It adds a nice twist to it. Certainly for those guys who like their fruit flavours, citrus flavours, this is really nice. It's a nice change from the usual sort of hard throat hit with the citrus or the super sweet sort of fruity stuff you get with a lot of things like your fruit custards and your fruit cereals. This is out and out fruits, but it's so smooth. I can't get over how smooth it is. It's a really mellow sort of vape. As far as clouds go, well, yeah, I mean, if you're one of those guys that gets a kick out of blowing a massive cloud, you're really not going to be disappointed with this. It is 50-50, but I think even on a dripper, something like that, or in a good quality clearomizer, you're still going to get some good clouds off of this, which is really nice to have that big flavour and big clouds. So that's my take on Shark's Blood by BordO2. Big flavour, big enough clouds, it's very satisfying. It's one of those juices that I can see myself certainly vaping on all day. If you're into your citruses, your fruits, you really won't be disappointed. The aniseed on the end adds a great twist. So yeah, there you go. As ever, I know everybody says it, but please feel free to like, subscribe and comment on the video. Thanks a lot and happy vaping.